Garrett 16 North Island Modified Champs at the Max Motors Wellington Family Speedway, mate.
It's so good to be here, and we are stoked to be the naming rights sponsor also. We've been doing modifieds this year, a few of the titles, but this is definitely going to be an awesome field because we've got all the best North Island drivers here and Hayden Corbett from down south as well.
We've got a great 16 car field here. We've got the 1, 2, 3 NZ. We've got guys from Stratford, Huntly, Auckland, Christchurch, as you mentioned, with Hayden Corbett. It's going to be absolutely wicked action on the track.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, Daniel Crump couldn't make it tonight because his ute broke down in Huntly, but it's going to be a good field anyway. If you haven't seen a full field full of modifieds on the track at the same time, then you're missing out, and you'll definitely want to stick around because there's nothing quite like it. Modifieds are unique and just beautiful.
Yep, so tonight's format is 3 heats, 15 laps each heat. All the drivers do a draw, so the ones that kind of start up the front for the first race, they'll end up mid-pack or down the back for the second and third race. It's all about accumulating points, but the big thing for you fans is that there's going to be 16 cars on the track at once. This is winged racing heaven. Thanks to the Max Motors Wellington Family Speedway for having us here as a sponsor. Thanks to all of the cars that have travelled down, and thanks to the fans that have been supporting us here at Garrett 16. Hope you enjoyed the show, and don't forget to watch our Dishing the Dirt show.
Right, Luke Brown, 3NZ here at the New Zealand North Island Modified Champs. How do you think you're going to go tonight?
Yeah, hey, we're back here again. Last time we were here, we were real happy with our run, so I guess we just hammer down and see where we end up. It's the traditional points over 3 format, so kind of after heat 2, have a bit of an idea of who's where, but yeah, we've just got to pass cars, until really the second race. You're not really going to have an idea of who's where, but we'll just give it our best shot and see how we go. 2
seasons ago, you were the New Zealand champion. You retained a title last year as 3NZ, and this season has been absolutely epic for you as well. You had the Canterbury Modified Champs and the South Island Modified Champs, both at Woodford Glen, where the New Zealand Modified Champs are going to be. Your season is shaping up to be one hell of a season. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, it was definitely good to hit the ground running this year, and a few things we've kind of tried on the car have worked. It was a faultless start to the year, and we're just trying to build off that. There's a lot of good guys with good gear, so it's kind of comes down to the night, who's good on the night, bit of luck, bit of everything, but yeah, you just got to give it 110% and see where you end up by the end of the night.
Excellent, mate. Good luck for tonight, and look forward to see how you do.
Sweet. Cheers, guys.
All right, I am here behind these beautiful sunglasses as the 1NZ Brad Lane. Brad, how are you feeling tonight?
Yeah, good. Car's been going pretty well, so we'll go out for this first one and then see how we get on.
Sweet, mate. And after last season, as the New Zealand champion, you've had a pretty awesome season so far. You came second at the South Island Modified Champs and second at the Waikato Champs. I think I got that correct. Is that right? How's your season going?
I think so, yeah. Not too bad. We struggled a little bit at the start with the car. For whatever reason, it was different than it was last year, but we've found the problem and we've fixed it, and the thing seems to be a rocket ship at the moment. We're just struggling a little bit because the car's different than what it ever has been before, so we're just trying to find that happy medium and go from there.
One last question for you, I'll let you get back to it, but you've been driving modifieds for a few years now, and I see you're always the kind of bad boy, let's be honest, that everyone loves to watch. So Brad Lane around the outside, taking a few risks, but the racing style sort of developed. You're still taking those risks, but not so much. You're a more, if I can say, more consistent and really getting those points in those titles.
Yeah, well, when you crash this thing every week, you soon run out of money and out of time, so you got to learn pretty fast. But yeah, we're getting there. Obviously still make mistakes when you're pushing on the edge, and that can happen to anybody, but I seem to be the one that drives the car till its fullest most nights, and sometimes it doesn't pay off. That's the way that racing is.
Excellent, mate. Well, good luck for tonight, and look forward to seeing what you do.
Awesome. Cheers, guys.
Jonas England, local Wellington track. How are you feeling about tonight?
Yeah, no, feeling good. Track's looking not too bad. It's looking pretty smooth out there, so good to give it a good nudge, and we're off pole for the first one, so we'll see what we can do.
Excellent, mate. You got the car, you got the skills, and it's almost New Zealand champs time. We're looking for a win tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, no, looking to sort of do as well as we can tonight to put us in good stead for the New Zealand's coming up, so all fingers crossed and all guns blazing.
Excellent. Now I'm sure all the fans here are rooting for you, so good luck, all the best.
Thanks, guys.
guys, well it's finally here, the Garage 16 North Island Modified Champs. 16 of the best cars from the North Island.
And that's right, we've got a huge field. We've got Jonas starting in grid number 1 and Hayden Corbett all the way from down south in grid number 2. Just look at that track full of modifieds.
Oh, it is. It's an absolutely amazing field as they come around the corner now. Okay.
Excellent.
Let's go racing.
And Jonas got a great start there. It looks like Bunter's going into second place past Hayden Corbett.
Yeah, he certainly is, but those cars have bunched right up into turn 1.
Whoa, Brad Lane and Brian McPhee coming into contact there with Jason Kalin also.
Oh, it is just all on in the very first lap of this title.
Look at that. That was not fortunate. And Brian McPhee spinning out there. Brad Lane on the inside of the field. It looks like Jason Kalin, 12S, also has a bit of trouble.
Oh no, the 1NZ, the very fast car of the 12S, Jason Kalin. This is not a good start.
And Brad's pulling into the mid of the field. Does that mean, I think that means he might have been finished for this heat.
It is. Those wheels do not look like they're pointing in the right direction at all.
And Jason Kalin, as we can see here, getting towed into the infield. This is not good. As we know, in this format, missing out on one heat puts you basically out of contention for the whole title.
Okay, so they're coming back now for the restart. Jonas on the pole line with Hayden Corbett, the 22C from Christchurch, on the outside.
And they're in it again, and Jonas is in the lead once more.
He's had a great entry into turn 1 and coming out of turn 2. He's already built a couple of cars of a lead.
That's right, and oh, look at that, in the back of the field, Luke Brown and Blair Luskin come to contact. Oh no, oh my god, and we have Tony Zender up on the wall, absolutely horrible impact. Right, well, I can't quite believe it. It's one of the worst starts to a championship this year, or that I can even remember. We haven't even completed one lap in the North Island Champs. 5 cars are out. We've got one person on the track at the moment being treated by an ambulance crew. They've got the stretcher out. I'm not sure if he's okay or not, but we'll check up. It's Tony Zender, 69S. We'll check up on him a bit later on. But in the middle, we have 1NZ Brad Lane, who was taken out, or was spun out in one of the first laps of the very first start, and 12S Jason Kalin from Stratford as well. He's in the middle, so he was out of that first heat too. We also had Blair Luscombe, 26S, who was in the centre after coming into a collision with Luke Brown, 3NZ, after he spun out. It's just I've never seen 5 cars out of a competition before even one lap is done. So now all the modifieds have gone off the track, and I can only assume that's because there is some treatment being done to one of the drivers, which is not a good sign at all. So we definitely hope that Tony's okay, and we'll find out later and let you all know. Damon Smith, 81W. It was a disastrous start to North Island Championships, not least of all for you, but it looks like you're doing all right, but you did pull into the infield after the start and the restart. What happened?
Yeah, I have no idea actually. They're working on it now, but it just cut off both times, exactly the same way, halfway through the corner. Just died, engine died, and yeah, quite upsetting.
Fair enough. Do you know if you suffered any other damage, or just the unknown problem?
No, I didn't touch a wall or anything, just pulled in the middle twice, so hopefully it gets sorted, and thank God for this restart.
Yeah, no, definitely. And so you got everyone else working on it here. Do you do any work on your own car?
Oh, definitely, yeah, I fit up those 2 tyres at work. Yep, so all the time.
Well, all the best for the rest of the night, and we'll look to see what unfolds.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, 26S, Blair Luscombe. It's a war zone out there. Tell us what happened from your point of view.
I just got hit in the left front and got a bit of front end damage. We're just changing that now, and hopefully be all good to go out again.
Sweet, mate. And what are your thoughts on all the action out there? Did you see much of it?
Oh, it all happened pretty quick, eh? Sort of just all go.
Sweet, mate. And but by the sounds of it, you look like your car's not in too bad a condition. I see you had to pull off after one of the restarts, but you should be all good for the rest of the night?
Yeah, it was just a front left tyre and rim damage, so replace that and we'll be good to go.
Awesome, mate. Well, all the best for the rest of the night, and hopefully I'll talk to you again later.
Cool, thanks.
Here with 1NZ Brad Lane, you had to pull off there. Can you just tell us, walk us through what happened out there?
Yeah, not too sure. There was a car stopped on the back straight, so we obviously will try to avoid it, and we all come together, and unfortunately I was the one that come worse off.
Fair, man. And what's do you know what's happened with the car? What's the sort of damage we're looking at?
Yeah, so the steering box is poked, so we can't turn right, so there's not much point going out. I don't know, we'll see how we go, whether we try and borrow one off somebody else, but I doubt it. You know, over a 3-heat deal like this, there's not much point going back out, so we'll see how we get on.
Don't you just have to turn left though?
Easier said than done.
Fair enough. All right, so you don't think you're going to be going back out tonight?
Nah, I think that's us for tonight, so hopefully we'll find a few cold beverages and enjoy the show.
All right, well, I'm sure all the fans are pretty gutted. I'm pretty gutted too, to be honest. All the best for New Zealand, and you build up for that.
Yeah, hopefully it goes better than this.
Excellent, mate. Oh, thanks for chatting.
All good. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Right, I'm here with 3NZ Luke Brown once again, mate. What happened out there? It's carnage.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We had the prime seat. We were sitting at the back, and had a couple of attempts at a start. I was just kind of on and off the throttle and just trying to keep an eye up because cars were going everywhere. Coming on the front straight, I think Brian McPhee rode someone's wheel, and then it got a bit ugly, and then me and Blair Luscombe come together and kind of just spun out. And then, I see, unfortunately, Tony's ended up hanging out of the wall, so hopefully he's all right. But they've just brought us in. Not too sure what the go is from here.
Yeah, no, sweet as, mate. And there was a few cars after the first start and then the first restart. There was a few cars that had pulled into the infield, so they were DNFs. What's the story? What happens with carrying on the rest of the night? Because you and Blair came together and it stopped and that sort of thing. Who gets to continue?
Yeah, so the ref just came and saw us actually because he wanted to make it clear for all the drivers. So he said the cars that were on the infield from the first start attempt that were undrivable, they won't get to restart when we go back out. But there was a few cars, I think Carl Hinton and someone else that were on the infield, but they were, if they go back to the last recorded lap, they were still running. So what the ref said was the couple that were on the infield from the first start won't be allowed to restart, and the two others there will. So I'm not sure what will happen. The refs will have a meeting about it. It's funny, this actually happened a couple of years ago at Stratford, so I don't know, a bit of drama to start your night.
That's definitely a lot of drama, but definitely we're going to have Heat 1 though, aren't we?
Oh sure, mate, it'll be good. There's still some good cars here, and the track looks quite rough in one corner and smooth in the other, so it should be a good event once we get going. It's just, hopefully we can kind of settle into a couple of laps and then hopefully no more incidents. You don't like seeing any car hanging out of the wall or people getting hurt, so yeah.
Well done on avoiding the majority of the stuff there, but we'll look forward to Heat 1.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, so they're coming back for the restart after that very, very dramatic first try, Vince. Looks like we've got, 12 cars out there now, because the ones that were on the infield, unfortunately, they are not able to take part from that first lot of crashes.
That's right, and missing is 1NZ Brad Lane. Can you believe it? But coming up to the starting line now.
They're just coming round. Okay.
Excellent.
Let's go racing!
And Jonas taking first place once again.
Bunter pairs all over the place as he heads into turn 1. Coming out of turn 2, Jonas has a pretty commanding lead like the other two restarts we've already had.
And can we get through the first lap in this one? I think we can, and that is a clean first lap, and this championship is well underway.
Oh, look at that. You've got Jamie Fox. He is battling with John Jackson.
Oh, but more relevant than that is Hayden Corbett holding off 67. Bunter Pierce, look at him go around the outside, and Jonas still in the lead, gaining a bit of room there.
He is certainly gaining a little bit of room, but not as much room as Bunter has managed to get on Hayden Corbett from Christchurch, straight around the outside in turn 1.
And look at that, Jacko's working his way up through the field, coming in right behind Hayden Corbett from the South Island. But Jonas England still out front, still putting a gap between him and the rest of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Got Carl Hinton there in the 24S. He's coming up behind John Jackson, and John Jackson is now looking to have a crack at the 22C, Hayden Corbett.
Look how wide Jacko's going. It's absolutely incredible. Almost scraping the concrete. Oh, and look how close that is. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so Hayden's come up. He has come up to race. It's absolutely, definitely what he's here to do. The way that he's just holding off John Jackson, a guy that is very familiar to the Wellington track. So great job there by Hayden.
Oh, sparks fly as Jacko hits the concrete, and Carl Hinton, 24S, gets past him. Now sitting in 4th place with Hayden Corbett in 3rd.
Oh, never one to miss an opportunity, Carl. So yeah, slots straight in there and behind Hayden.
And Hayden hold off Carl Hinton. Carl goes round the outside, round the outside. He's made it. He's made it. But look at that. Jonas and Bunter pulling away from the field now. Look at that room.
Oh, a little bit of a mistake there from Hayden coming out of turn 4, but he's still holding off. But look who he's trying to hold off. John Jackson, Jamie Foxx, 4-time New Zealand champion. In behind there, we've got the 3NZ of Luke Brown charging hard through the field after starting a bit further on back down the grid.
There's times I think you're glad you don't have a rear view mirror, because that would be very intimidating to have a look at. And Luke Brown coming on the inside of Jacko. Oh, that's an excellent move.
Okay, so we are on lap 9 of 15 in this 3-heat format for the evening.
Oh, we have Luke Brown approaching Jamie Foxx here, who's sitting in just behind Hayden Corbett. Looks like the 3 cars are going to be having a good battle with Jonas England still out front.
Oh, he has got that thing on rails. He's going so fast, he's going to let the damn field sort surely. He's quite impressive.
It looks that way, but Luke is going around the outside of Jamie Foxx at the moment. And he's getting stuck behind Hayden Corbett. He might not make it. Let's have a look at this corner. Can he do it? Oh, yes, he can. Oh, no, he's just been held off, and Jamie Foxx takes the inside line past Hayden Corbett.
Oh, there you go. 2 former New Zealand champs going at it with Hayden Corbett, meeting the sandwich between them two.
Luke finally gets past Hayden Corbett, and he's going to try and track down Jamie Foxx, which is a hard task in the best of times.
Oh, it certainly is. It certainly is. And then we've got the 2NZ, Blair McPhee with his dad on the outside. Good Wellington battle there. That looks awesome.
Yeah, it's the father and son going at it, but look at this. 24S Carl Hinton trying to hold off Jamie Foxx there. No, they've passed him. Luke Brown, it's the final lap, and Jonas is in the lead by a mile.
Oh, he is well over half a track in the lead. The 17W absolutely on fire at his home track.
Oh, that Havana Coffee Modified is about to cross the line in first place for the heats. And there it is. Jonas is going in for the win. But who do we have in second? Bunter Pierce, followed by 24S Carl Hinton. Yes. Wow, look at that. Aaron, isn't that just absolutely amazing? Jonas up there in the lead with Bunter Pierce in second, Carl in third.
Oh yeah, and then Jamie Foxx not too far in behind with the 3NZ slotted in behind there. This is just an absolute quality field, but none of them were a match for the 17W in that heat. Jonas capitalised on being at the front and never looked back. 17W, mate, you bloody near lapped the field. What a great start to the evening, mate. That car was absolutely hooked up in that one.
Yeah, no, it's going good. I guess it was good that we had that little break there. The track sort of came back a little bit and seems to have smoothed off a bit as well. So, yeah, no, car liked it. I guess we hit the nail on the head with the setup. So, yeah, we'll take it.
Awesome, man. And obviously, slow start to the night. Obviously, no one likes to see bad accidents like that. How does it feel as a driver when you've got to kind of sit back and do a whole heap of waiting? You're worried about one of your fellow drivers. Is it just once you pull the helmet back down, mate, she's all good?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, you can't do anything about it. So you just got to take it as it comes and wait like you do before the first race anyway. So, yeah, is what it is.
Sweet. So you've capitalised on your position in the first heat, and where are you coming off for the second?
Grid 9. So yeah, a wee bit more work to do on this one, but yeah, hopefully we'll give it another nudge and yeah, have a good crack.
Awesome, mate. The 17W Havana Coffee Modified. All the best for the rest of the night.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
67S, Bunter Pierce, mate. It's an awesome start to the night after the long wait we had. You started third, finished second. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I finished third and started third and finished second. No, I enjoyed it. It's good. Track's not that drivey out there, but we'll give it a bit of a tune up now and hopefully get a bit better for the next one. So, you know, enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's awesome, mate. And you're coming into good form. Good time to be looking like you're in good form with the New Zealand champs in just a few weeks' time. What's your plans for the New Zealand champs?
Oh, hey, just go and see what happens. It's a pretty slick track down there, so it'll be the same for everyone though. So yeah, I don't know. We'll just go and race, really, mate.
Yeah, that's sweet. So you banked plenty of points in that one. As you know, there's it's 3 heats, points for each race. Where are you starting off the next grid?
Grid 11 and grid 12, so it's going to be pretty hard work. It's quite hard to pass out there. So have my good grid now. Got to go to the back. So it is what it is.
So do you have a sort of a strategy for that? Is it sort of all hell for leather around the outside? What are you planning?
Strategies don't work in this game, mate. You just got to see what unfolds when you get out there. You can try and plan one, but it'll never work. Never, ever.
Sweet as, mate. Well, it's good to see you up the top as always. So I look forward to seeing what you can do the rest of the night.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Okay, 24S, Carl Hinton, third in your first heat for the night. Not too bad a start. Where did you actually come up from on the grid?
Grid 5.
Grid 5, so made up a couple of spots. Points is important given the format over 3 races. So you'd be pretty happy with that start.
Yep, no, pretty happy with that start. Got a bit of clean air and yeah, no, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Sweet. So first time we've had a bit of a chance to have a chat since this summer. So how are things going for the 24S? Are we going to see you guys down at the New Zealand Champs this year, or?
Unfortunately not, Aaron. My cousin decided to get married on the same day, and so yeah, I sort of said yes to that, and then the New Zealand Champs dates was released, and yeah, bugger it all.
Oh well, that's all good, mate. We will we'll make the most of having the 24S here tonight. Bloody good start in your first heat, mate, and all the best for the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Aaron. Cheers.